Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I wanted to talk about the importance of Debuff Resist today. I was really trying to figure out why there were certain teams that were able to get their Cotton heal off before the first Frost Queen freeze, and mine was not. My Cotton was not activated in the heal, and because of that I had a lot lower health than their team. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm playing against a friend so you can see consistent results. So I'm gonna slow it down here. What we're gonna look for is Cotton right before the freeze. So here comes the freeze. You can see their sheep pull forward. My sheep did not get activated. My Cotton did not get the skill off. You can see the healing from their Cotton at 9,500, and my Cotton has done no healing at all. If we look at the healing done here, 0 for Cotton. Their Cotton has healed 456,000, and our Parfait is healed about the same. So I'm down 456,000 worth of healing. I'm at 56%, 55% of my bar. They're at 83%. I'm at a significant disadvantage to start this match, right? Big disadvantage. And it's not just one team. I'm gonna go to another person on my friend list. Alright, different team. Man, this had me stumped. I was like, why am I having issues? I tried to change the cooldown on my Frost Queen, on my Parfait, on my Sea Fairy, on my Cotton, and nothing was fixing it at all. They are able to get the heal with Cotton. My Cotton is not healing at all. If we look at the stats here, healing done 0 from my Cotton, and their Cotton 492,000. And it was just driving me crazy. Like, seriously, cooldown, increase cooldown. That should fix it, right? Oh, okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe attack speed, right? So after their Sea Fairy goes, and then I noticed I had a little slower cooldown on my Hollyberry, so I changed the cooldown, went way up on the cooldown on my Hollyberry. I was actually going before them, and it still was not fixing the issue. I'm like, what's going on here? And the real surprise was it was Debuff Resist, and what's happening is the Sea Fairy is stunning both of our teams, right? We get that 3-second stun, but because of their Debuff Resist being high enough, their Hollyberry was shaken out of the stun faster, executing that skill first. And because they executed that skill first, their Cotton had enough time to get the skill off before getting hit by the Frost Queen freeze, right? That's really kind of surprising. And the key here is the first rotation, your team's gonna kind of go in the same order, and cooldown is not super important. Attack speed is a little bit, but Debuff Resist makes a huge damage because of the Sea Fairy stun. So, what was happening? My Hollyberry had only a 1.8% Debuff Resist. So I'm going from 1.8 to 3.4. Now let's go back in those battles. Now check out my Cotton. You're gonna notice that my Cotton is gonna get those sheep out, and you're gonna see the healing. So here comes the Frost Queen, and I got that healing, 93.79, and my sheep are out front this time, right? So now if you look at my health, I'm not at this significant disadvantage. Let's go now and look at the healing done. Now my Cotton is actually doing the 470,000 that's expected. I can't believe it, right? Like, just going from 1.8 to 3.4% debuff, and I just got 500,000 more healing on that initial heal, right? And if you don't have that and you're down to 50%, you're in such a hole. Like, you've already lost the match. I can't believe that that little tweak to Debuff Resist is so important. So keep an eye out on that. If you can, it's super important to get that Hollyberry Debuff Resist over 3%. That will allow your Cotton, if you have a high enough cooldown, and my cooldown on Cotton is 13%, right? Because when I was experimenting with this before, I had a 10% Cotton cooldown. That didn't work. It had to be a 13%. So 13% cooldown on Cotton and that 3.4% Debuff Resist on Hollyberry, I was able to get that healing before the Frost Queen attack. And you can see now I got 1.9 million. Alright, now spread up. Here's that other team. On my friend list, where I had the same issue, they got the healing off for Cotton. My Cotton was not able to heal. Now if you check it out, my Cotton is able to heal, right? And the only thing I changed was that Debuff Resist on Hollyberry. Hugely important. Really surprising how small little tweaks, right? Like sometimes your rotation is not working out and you have to change Debuff Resist a little bit. Maybe you need to increase attack speed. Just the smallest little tweaks really matter, and that Debuff Resist really helps you snap out of that Sea Fairy freeze a lot quicker. Also, Debuff Resist reduces damage and helps you snap out of the freeze from Frost Queen too. So, Debuff Resist is a little bit more important than I initially thought. Oh, this team's tough. This team I just fought is top 100 team typically, and they just kicked my butt. But thanks for checking out this video. I hope it gives you an idea of why Debuff Resist could improve your rotation, why you might need to slow it down and see if you are actually getting heals off, why you might need to actually pause and look at the chart to see if your Cotton is healing as much as the other team, right? Because sometimes you don't even notice it, because especially you got Parfait and Cotton healing at the same time, you're like, okay, the heal's happening just fine. But sometimes you gotta pause it, look at that chart, make sure, and if not, you need to make small little tweaks to your rotation. And sometimes it's just one little percentage, right, that you need to tweak on something like Debuff Resist, and then you're doing significantly better in Arena. Alright, thanks for checking out this video. Later.